all in readiness for match number 2 of the Emirates D20 2025. And it's going to be a very exciting clash here at the home of cricket in the UAE, the iconic Sharjah. We'll have Emirates Blues taking on Team Dhabi. We have absolutely no time to lose. Mudassar Ali, over to you with the toss.
Well, it's time for the second toss of the tournament. It's ECB Blues. They'll be taking on Abu Dhabi. Captains are next to me. So is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. And home side is ECB Blues. So Kamran will flip and Abid will call. Head is the call and tail it is. Kamran, आपने टॉस जीता. क्या आपने सोचा यहाँ पे क्या बल्लेबाजी करेंगे या गेंदबाजी?
हम लोग पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे क्योंकि हम लोगों की टीम अच्छी है और हमारी बॉलिंग भी अच्छी है, तो कोशिश करेंगे कम से कम टोटल में इनको आउट करें और बाद में चेस करें.
और बैलेंस के बारे में बताएं क्योंकि एक सीज़न ओपनर है, एक नए चेहरे आपके साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, तो ओवरऑल कॉम्बिनेशन कैसा है टीम का?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह काफ़ी अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन है क्योंकि यंगस्टर भी हमारी टीम में है, जिस तरह पृथ्वी मधु है और अहमद तारिक है जो यंगस्टर हैं, जो माशाल्लाह काफ़ी अच्छा है, उनका ब्राइट फ्यूचर है, तो उनको साथ लेके चल रहे हैं. तो हमारी टीम कॉम्बिनेशन भी अच्छा है, तो इंशाल्लाह अच्छा से परफॉर्म करेंगे.
पहले गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं तो कितने तक रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे आप अबू धाबी को?
कोशिश करेंगे, अबू धाबी भी अच्छी टीम है, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि 150 के अंदर अंदर इनको आउट कर लें.
ऑल द बेस्ट और गिव अस अ गुड गेम.
थैंक यू.
आपको दावत दी गई पहले बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए, खुश है इस निर्णय से आप?
जी खुश हैं बिल्कुल, क्योंकि पहले करें बाद में कोशिश करेंगे कि अच्छा टारगेट सेट करें.
मेन इन येलो, नो रोहन मुस्तफ़ा, माहौल के बारे में बताइए, कितनी एनर्जी है कैंप में?
माहौल तो हमारा पॉजिटिव ही रहता है, आपने 2-3 साल से नोटिस भी किया होगा. हमारी यही कोशिश होती है कि एक दूसरे को बैक करें, तो इससे परफॉर्मेंस ऑटोमेटिक अच्छी आती हैं. तो बस यही है कि अभी 2-3 मैच के बाद वो आ जाएगा तो हमारी टीम और अच्छी हो जाएगी.
काफ़ी बड़े नाम है अबू धाबी में, कोई नया चेहरा जिसके ऊपर स्पॉटलाइट है या जिससे एक्सपेक्टेशन है आपको एज बतौर कप्तान?
हाँ बिल्कुल, क्योंकि अभी नया एडिशन किया हमने लुकमान फैसल और मयंक को, तो इंशाल्लाह उनको चांस देंगे अच्छे से, फिर देखते हैं उनकी परफॉर्मेंस.
ऑल द बेस्ट आबिद.
Thank you.
So the toss going in favor of ECB Blues and Kamran Atta have opted to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Mudassar Ali. So Emirates Blues won the toss and elected to bowl first. Let's take a look at the Abu Dhabi batting lineup first. We have Mayank Chaudhary, Lukman Faisal. What a great opening combo to have. Junaid Afridi, Usman Pandit, Ali Abid. Then we have the Sri Lankan wicketkeeper Shehan Weeraratne. Jeet Bhatia gets an opportunity. Omer Ali, and watch out for this man, Haider Razak, the big name signing picked up in the ILT auction. Raja Akifullah as well on for Abu Dhabi, despite having a few players on national team duty, still look like a very, very strong side. As for the Blues, we've got Safir, wicketkeeper, Nasir Faraz, a lot of firepower in that batting as well. Sanjay picked up in the ILT, and Ajay Kumar also picked up in the ILT20 auction. Left arm seamer OS Ali Shah, Nabil Aziz, so 2 left arm spinners, and Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, right arm fast. So 2 very, very strong sides on paper. Rizwan or Rahman alongside me in the com box. This is going to be an excellent game.
It is going to be an interesting man in yellow taking on blue. Changes that have happened. Kamran Atta leading the team. It was Nasir Faraz who was leading the previous edition of the D20, and now the responsibility has been given to Kamran Atta. Unfortunately, he went unsold in the ILT auction, but he does pack a punch. A lot of known faces there, the likes of Safir Tariq, the Tariq duo, the left arm seamer Ajay. It's a decent team to have, and Rais Ahmed makes it to Emirates Blues.
They really do have a very, very strong unit. Meanwhile, we have the 2 Abu Dhabi openers. No more Alishan Sharifu and Rohan Mustafa. It's going to be Lukman Faisal and Junaid Afridi, 2 ex-Sharjah boys coming over to Abu Dhabi. And that is an excellent pickup. What a way to replace 2 quality campaigners. Lukman Faisal has been a very, very dangerous player, and Junaid Afridi very technically sound.
Well, he's been quite destructive in the recently ongoing domestic season in the UAE, Luqman Faisal. He scored a mammoth 130 odd runs in 35 odd deliveries. He's been in his prime form. Junaid Afridi on the other end has been significant contributor for Abu Dhabi in the entire season. He's taken that responsibility alongside Rohan Mustafa, and now Luqman Faisal, the destructive batter, the shift from Sharjah to Abu Dhabi. Will the team Abu Dhabi cash on this new pair, new opportunity? The time will tell. And meanwhile, to open the proceedings for Team Sharjah, it will be the speedster Ajay.
Well, just want to correct you. It's Team Emirates Blues. We are playing. So you are right. He was also, of course, picked up in the IL T20 auction by Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. So huge congratulations to him, even though he is new to the UAE domestic scene. And he will be bowling to the hard-hitting Luqman Faisal. Right then, first ball of match number 2. Slip in place for Ajay Kumar. Back of a length delivery. Oh, this could be a chance for a run out. Where was Luqman Faisal going? That was never a single, Rizwan.
Quite risky of the first delivery. Lucky to survive there. There wasn't a direct hit. Luqman Faisal survives a scare.
That short mid-wicket was just 8 to 10 yards away. It went straight to him. And he still looked for the single. Ahmad Tariq, if he had hit the target, Luqman Faisal would have continued his way back into the dugout. Suicidal single to get off the mark. But all's well that ends well. Junaid Khan Afridi facing Ajay Kumar. Right on the money. Excellent delivery.
Well, he's got that military medium pace. Does not really have a lot of pace on offer from Ajay. He's got those variations that he can produce. Watch out for his slower one. Well, he's been a part of the Giants team as a net bowler for more than 2 seasons, if I'm right. And he's also been picked up in the ILT.
Massive opportunity to switch over to the UAE has paid great dividends for him. Sliced in the air just to the left of that point fielder was aerial. Excellent fielding by Nasir Faraz at that deep third position. So the pitch just seems to have quickened up here under the lights.
Absolutely. And Rais Ahmed as well. We were just talking about the Emirates. Quite impressive in the ILT development. Sharjah Warriors, quite impressive with the bat. And he's got that call for the main league as well. Luqman Faisal will have to be careful against Ajay. This is going to be an interesting contest.
Excellent wicket keeping by Kamranata. Flung himself. And alongside him, Tariq. So they have that multiple option in the squad. Yeah, a lot of players that are involved in the upcoming ILT20 Season 4. Haider Razak got picked up by Gulf Giants. Huge congrats to him as well. So wonderful to see all of these consistent DC performers getting that call up to the big show.
Well, they certainly are being rewarded, Ahmad. If you look at it over the past couple of years, we've seen the development. We've seen a lot of UAE domestic players who have been performing, contributing in the UAE D series, have been called for the international games, especially the likes of Sagir. We've seen Zohaib, we've seen Ethan D'Souza representing UAE. Quite some new names as well. Harshit Kaushik. So if you perform, there's definitely an opportunity here.
Absolutely, seize the moment, make the most of it, and you never go right. Meanwhile, a tidy over Ajay so far. Bounced by a signal. I think it's on the nicely here. Like you mentioned, express space to put you on the back foot.
Well, yeah, he's got those variations up his sleeve. Ajay Kumar, quite impressive. He's made sure he's not given away freebies in the previous editions as well, and even now, quite impressive. So far, just given away 3 runs. He needs to close out the over on a good note. Luqman Faisal, 1 of 3, usually likes to go big right from ball 1, just like Khalid Shah from Sharjah. opportunity now falls away from Ahmed Tariq. The call is for 2 and they pick it up quite comfortably. That will bring us to the end of over number 1. Team Abu Dhabi are 5 for none.
Right arm fast. Be coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy and was part of ADKR last season in the ILT20. Very fine bowler. Can go up to 142, 143 clicks. Natural athlete. And he will certainly enjoy this grassy surface here, especially under the floodlights. Let's see if he can get that ball talking. Junaid Khan Afridi will be facing. Down the leg side, burst through the hands of Kamran Atta. And the deep square will get around to it, Nabil Aziz. There certainly is swing on offer, but the direction needs to be accurate.
Yeah, you've got to hit the right areas. If we were down the leg side, not a good start for Shahid. We're just talking about the opportunities being created here at the UAE, players representing at the highest level. But once you get that opportunity, again, it's a bit of a gamble. You've got to perform at that point of time. So you basically wait for 3 years. You have to wait for your time. You perform continuously, consistently at the domestic and at the top level. When you get that opportunity, as you rightly mentioned, you've got to seize that opportunity. And it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it's a very cutthroat competition in the UAE domestic scene. So many quality fast bowlers, so many quality spinners. Certainly, if you just have a few bad games, there's another man stepping up to take your spot. Especially with the UAE team these days, so much competition that's brought the best out of the likes of Junaid Siddiqui, the best out of Rohit Bangash. The standards are rising by the minute. Of course, a very important competition kicking off tomorrow in Oman, where you will be dreaming of qualifying for the 2026 Men's T20 World Cup. They certainly can do it. They've been in great form in the T20I format, but you just need to put the results together like you mentioned, Rizwan. Meanwhile, there's a bit of an injury break, as I think Junaid Afridi has taken a hit just above the thigh pad. So we'll take a very short break and be right back. 9 for no loss. So all good to go. Will have done the trick for Junaid Afridi. Hit the bony part of the hip, thankfully. Forcing the shot, upish and gone. Luqman Faisal was always flirting with danger, not using his feet, and the first wicket falls.
Well, the pressure was created right from ball 1 from Ajay, And the result going in favor of Shahid Bhutta. That was a quicker one, beaten for pace, and a wonderful catch. And Rais is looking fit. A good looking catch there to get the better of Luqman Faisal. Luqman departs without troubling much. And the first wicket goes down for Abu Dhabi. 9 for 1.
Experienced campaigner Ali Abid. Technically sound, packs a punch. Great back foot player coming in at number 3. I think that's the ideal position for him. You can use him in the power play to counter-attack the new ball, or he can save the wicket if that's what the situation demands. Oh, what a delivery. Played outside the line of the ball, did Ali Abid. Shahid Bhutta is looking in great rhythm.
Well, he certainly is bowling with some velocity there, Shahid Bhutta. And we've seen Abu Dhabi. They love to go aggressive in the power play. And look at that delivery. Quite impressive. Right on the money. Hitting the deck really, really hard. He's bending his back really well, Shahid Bhutta. Picking up a crucial wicket of a destructive batter, Luqman Faisal.
Yeah, you use the key phrase there, hit the deck. That's what he and Matiullah Khan in particular have done well. Very tentative outside off. And he has that big jump. Very classical action. Usually the biomechanics experts and the coaching, fast bowling coaches tell you don't take a jump, you lose a lot of momentum. But it certainly helps him in developing that extra yard of pace.
Absolutely. Each bowler have their own approach. And Bhutta likes to do it that way with that heap and jump and getting that pace off the surface as well. And I reckon now these bowlers have impressed you as opposed to the bowlers from Sharjah winning the toss, opting to bowl first.
They've certainly done a better job, much more in control, disciplined lines, flashing in that one outside off, or given as a wide, slightly harsh, did drift away from Ali Abid. Needs to be careful. You need to weather the storm at the moment because both new ball bowlers for Emirates Blues are doing a good job.
Oh, they certainly are. Would love to have a overhead camp above Ali Abid to just see the kind of pace Shahid Bhutta is generating. Must be travelling at lightning speed. And I've seen Shahid Bhutta, but not very much. But this time around, he's been quite impressive.
He most certainly has. Bowling a testing over. What a delivery. That has seamed off the deck big time and beats him all ends up. Well, I was watching him very closely last season in the T20 Season 3. Take a look at this one. Fabulous ball. And on a placid wicket at the Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi, I remember he was clocking 143 clicks. So that tells you what kind of raw pace this young man has.
Oh, absolutely. And bowling with that pace, ensuring you're bowling in the right line and right length, that matters the most. We've seen bowlers with a lot of pace, but what they tend to do is they're wavered. They tend to lose the line and length. But with Shahid Bhutta, apart from that one delivery, has been quite impressive. Good delivery yet again, right on the money. This is brilliant stuff from the men in blue. 2 overs gone, 10 for 1.
Ajay Kumar, second over. Good looking push. And they'll take a quick single again. Junaid Afridi, well, he is certainly not moving swiftly. And I think the young man will struggle to continue with this innings here, Rizwan.
Well, these are not good signs for Team Abu Dhabi. Junaid Khan, after getting that blow, just clearly see that is not looking good. He's limping. A direct throw would have ended his wicket. There you see, he's still not feeling comfortable.
Yeah, you have to be careful, young man. Don't want to aggravate that injury. Fishing at that one, it was full, but feet stuck in the crease. So certainly are getting plenty of movement. You have Shahid Bhutta, who's hitting the deck, hitting the seam on that back of good length area, and then Ajay Kumar is trying to pitch the ball up. So they're a terrific combination.
Yeah, and as a batter, you have to be switched on when you're up against these two quality bowlers. And what a moment to all the players who have been selected for the ILT20, rubbing shoulders alongside international players. And you tend to learn a lot. You may be playing, you may not. But just being with them, being part of the camp, being part of the net sessions. I mean, I happened to speak to Zishan Abed. He said, Rizwan, it's a completely different experience altogether.
Absolutely, when you have world-class coaches like Hemang Badani, Robin Singh, Jonathan Trott in there as well. So just the amount of experience. DJ Bravo is a coach as well. So just what you get to learn from their vast amounts of experience playing all over the world, the kind of new tricks they can teach you. Just being in the nets alone with them is such a massive learning experience for all our UAE cricketers. And of course, they're not just there to make up the numbers. They want to be part of the playing 11. Oh, toe end of the bat. Third is settling. Simple catch. And you do feel Junaid Afridi, either he was going to get out, whether by injury or by a dismissal.
Well, there was a no-look shot from Junaid Afridi targeting the onside, absolutely not getting the connection right. In the end, it went high up in the air. Nasir Faraz, he's got a safe pair of hands, and he settles in and picks up a comfortable catch. Junaid Khan Afridi will have to depart after scoring 2 of 5. Team Abu Dhabi lose their second, 12 for 2. Junaid departs, Mayank walks in. Well, he used to open the innings for Team Fujairah. Well, this is what happens when the a new tournament has started. There are a lot of teams which have shuffled a lot. The teams have been revamped. So it will take at least a couple of matches for you to sort of settle down. What is the batting order you need to look at? Who are your combinations? Who would you like to open the innings with? Mayank, absolutely brilliant batter, but he used to play for Fujairah. But in Abu Dhabi, he's coming in at number 4.
Yeah, interesting role he's been given. Good looking square drive. That is delightfully played. Nabil Aziz does well to rein it in. Technically sound player. Very pleasing to the eye. Quite graceful. And let's see. Like you mentioned, early days in the tournament, they can certainly afford to shuffle their pack. They have plenty of top order batters, Abu Dhabi.
Oh, they certainly have. They've been doing that. Yes, they've tried with Luqman Faisal. Naturally, Luqman Faisal likes to open the innings. He's quite destructive, especially in the power play. Gets off the mark. 2 slips in place. And that will bring us to 3. 14 for 2 after 3.
So Shahid Bhutta will continue on the A game, the Emirates Blues bowler so far. Well, just as I say it, down the leg side, what a fantastic take by Kamran Atta, and he enjoyed that one.
Must have been a goalkeeper in his school days. Wonderful take behind the stumps. Saved a boundary, I must say. Shahid Bhutta slightly wavered on that occasion. It's just that he needs to ensure he hits the right areas. And on your screen on the right hand side, Sanjay Pahal as well, a brilliant bowling all-rounder, known for his destructive hitting ability. Also been picked up in the ILT. Swing and a miss. Ali Abid feeling the pressure. Bit of exchange of words between these two lads, Shahid Bhutta and Ali Abid.
Yeah, some pleasantries being exchanged, maybe asking him out for a cup of chai after the game. Nothing more than that. Shahid Bhutta is causing all sorts of problems for Ali Abid, yet to get off the mark in 7 deliveries. So that dot ball pressure is building. And Emirates Blues with the likes of Rais and Sanjay Pahal, like you mentioned, added to the squad. They really look like a champion setup at the moment. Early days, of course, but they certainly on paper are a very strong side. Oh, leading a hedge. And that misfield, well, that was poor from young Prithvi. That allows Ali Abid to get off the mark, and all that pressure has dissipated.
Well, you've got to be switched on. You have a bowler who's clocking close to 130, 140 and creating that a bit of extra pressure, and just can't let that go away. You've got to be switched on, right on the money. You take those starts and make sure you don't miss out. Well, I mean, I believe it's a very straightforward thing. You're playing a domestic tournament at the highest level in the Emirates. You have to give your best. You can't afford to have those misfields.
Yeah, we keep stressing the importance of all these D series tournaments. They are the ticket to the highest stage. That has been nailed by Ali Abid. Stand and deliver. He got the length he was looking for and dispatched for 6.
A short arm jab from Ali Abid. Well, he was definitely under pressure. Faced those 7 deliveries. Picked up a couple just the previous delivery. But this one gets the connection right. And boy, certainly enjoyed that.
Such a dangerous player. He can just flip the switch and go absolutely berserk. And 0 from 7 has quickly become 8 of 9. Shahid Bhutta, he'll be frustrated. First, the fielder's letting him down. Then, a terrific shot. Remember, all of this is being done with the shorter onside boundary. So far, he's managed to contain Abu Dhabi. And searching for wickets as well. Oh, he's cut him in half. Is there an inside edge on that one? Yes. Gone past the keeper in a flash.
Lucky one for Ali Abid. Shahid Bhutta will be disappointed. Not easy one for Kamran Atta to take that. But an inside edge will fetch him a boundary. Last 3 deliveries, 2, 6 and 4. They've got those runs that they've desired for. And all of a sudden, you can see runs coming quite comfortably. Decent start. Just that 2 wickets that they've lost in quick succession. Junaid Afridi and Luqman Faisal. Straight down the ground. They look for 2 and will get it quite comfortably.
And now his feet are moving at the crease. Over pitch delivery. Solid push towards the on region. So looking to hit back is Ali Abid. And that's the value of experience. He didn't get flustered when he couldn't lay bat on ball. He just bided his time, waited for his opportunity. And he's taken full toll. Will be interesting to see whether any of the seamers get a 3rd over. Maybe Ajay Kumar might get another one. That has been the tendency for Emirates Blues. They like to use one fast bowler for at least half the power play. Shahid Bhutta taking a bit of tap in the over. Rate of 7.6 is not too bad, but losing those 2 early wickets will certainly peg them back. Still have a lot of batting to come with the likes of Umair Ali Khan in particular, very experienced campaigner. A beautiful delivery, just kicking off the surface once again. It's been a great tussle between Shahid Bhutta and Ali Abid. 29 for 2. Well, as we anticipated, Ajay Kumar will get a third over in the power play. He's switching to around the wicket for Mayank Chaudhary. So certainly a plan in process. Oh, what a great pickup towards mid-wicket. Couple of bounces. Out she goes.
That's one area he loves to score, Mayank. Flick of the wrist. Good looking shot. And he's got that much needed boundary for the team off his willow.
Yeah, not a great delivery. Full in the slot. No protection whatsoever. Very easy shot for Mayank Chaudhary to execute. And like you mentioned, that's his strong area. And flashing outside off. That is brilliant. In fact, it will sail for 6.
It's a master stroke from Mayank. Beautiful. Another over pitch delivery, and he's cashed on that opportunity. Look at that. The swing of the blade, and away she goes. And it's a treat to watch. Look at that shot. Quite amazing.
It wasn't even hit behind point. It's well in front of square on the offside. That just shows he absolutely nailed it. So Mayank Chaudhary, new team, new role, doesn't matter. He will continue to perform. He's jumped to 12 of just 4 deliveries. Ajay Kumar needs a plan B here. Third coming into the circle. Deep backward point in position. But remember, it's the shorter boundary. So even half a decent connection, the ball will sail past that fielder for 6. Oh, it changes his length. He was thinking about that ramp up and over, but decided against it.
Yeah, third over on the trot for Ajay. He's first couple of overs. Just given away those 8 odd runs in the first 2 overs, and now 10 runs of the first 2 deliveries. Man, definitely enjoying his outing. He loves to bat in the power play. Due to the loss of those first 2 wickets, he's walked in at number 4 and has had a decent outing so far.
Slower delivery. Nicely managed in the end. So despite the openers not they're still going at a very good clip. 8.5 runs per over. It's difficult to contain runs at this ground, Rizwan.
Usually they tend to say when you are playing at Sharjah, you at least need to have 10 runs in over in the first 6 overs. But I think we've witnessed the first match. We're scoring about 7.5, 8 runs in over in the power play. And the team lost by 20 odd runs. And now 17, if I'm correct. Ali Abid 14 of 12. It took a bit of time after those early loss of wickets. Oh, good delivery, change in pace. They all have played a lot of cricket together. But animated there behind the stumps, Kamran Atta.
Yeah, he does hold that back of the hand slower ball exceptionally well. Just got a bit of extra bounce off the surface. Catching Ali Abid on the wrist. So he's bounced back well after the 6, to be fair. Only 1 run conceded. If your fast bowler goes at about 6, 7 runs per over in the power play, you will always accept that. Slashed and taken. Nabil Aziz at deep third does the dutiful, and Ajay Kumar has 2.
There was a plan in place from Kamran Atta. There was a reason behind getting Ajay, and boy, he has delivered. A good looking catch under pressure. Nabil Aziz takes a comfortable one at deep third. Ali Abed, the senior statesman, will have to depart. Abu Dhabi.
Usman Pandit coming in at number 5. So giving that extra over to Ajay Kumar has paid off. 2 for 19 in the power play. And now Abu Dhabi are under pressure.
Well, they certainly are, but with the likes of Mayank and Usman Pandit quite prolific with the bat. And Sanjay Pal.
One of the outstanding performers of the tournament. It's strange seeing him in blue rather than the colors of Fujairah, bowling to his ex-teammate Mayank Chaudhary. So a major reshuffle after the off-season in the D series. Down the leg side, he does bowl that heavy ball, so to speak. Looks innocuous when he's running in, but when he delivers the ball, it really hits the bat hard.
Well, I happened to have a chat with him last week. Was at one of the grounds in Ajman. He's got a strict regime that he follows when it comes to training. He does a lot of yoga as well. He's got a disciplined diet that he follows, and no wonder why he's been performing really, really well.
So basically, he does everything that you do not. Nicely played. Catching the outside half of the blade. Did you take any lessons from him, or you just heard him and said, yeah, you keep doing it, I'll have biryani every night?
Well, you need someone in the com box as well, right? So I would still be opposite to him, quite happy with the way I am, happy with the kind of cricket that I'm currently playing. So yeah, but having said that, I mean, I was quite impressed with the way he's actually done well in the ILT. You've called out the games. There were quite a few performances, but Sanjay Pahal was quite outstanding.
Yeah, he's not a spring chicken anymore. I believe he's 30 or 31. And still you can see absolutely super fit. Still a match winner for every team that he represents. Has played at the highest level back home in India as well at the run. So he is a serious cricketer. And you know why. Because discipline is the name of the game. Oh, what a delivery. Look at that one. Kick off the surface. Beating Usman Pandit. All ends up.
Brilliant delivery from Sanjay Pahal. Yeah, I can see that variable bounce as well. And Usman Pandit had absolutely no answer to that question.
Some deliveries are just too good to hit. Once again, another hit the deck bowler. This kind of grassy wicket will be tailor-made for his kind of bowling. Beats him again. All at sea is Usman Pandit. Is just about survival mode.
Well, I would love to have a slip in place for Sanjay Pahal, given the line he's actually bowling. Quite impressive, hitting the length consistently. Sanjay Pahal just given away 2 runs so far.
Well, they do have Ahmed Tariq, yeah, he's volunteered to come in to that slip position. Slightly away from Kamran Atta in that fly. Sometimes it can be quite annoying when you try to cover two areas rather than one. Solidly defended, looking to get off the mark, but nothing doing. Final delivery of the power play. It seems to be one-way traffic at the moment.
Yeah, they've managed to put a lid on the scoring in this over. Sanjay Pahal, 170, 165, 170 should be the bare minimum that they should be targeting Team Abu Dhabi. They still have the likes of Umair Ali Khan, who's been in quite an impressive run scoring at the domestic circuit here in the UAE.
Yeah, I don't think but he can dance. That is for sure. He can teach some dance moves. Oh, leading edge and simple catch at cover point. Sanjay Pahal was lining up Usman Pandit and finally got his man.
Well, he set him up really well, and yet again with that quicker delivery, and Prithvi just had to wait a comfortable catch in the end at the point region. Sanjay Pahal gets the better of Usman Pandit. Another one bites the dust. Abu Dhabi lose their fourth wicket. They are in trouble.
Well, the power play has been disastrous for Abu Dhabi. 4 wickets lost and another fine bowler, quality bowler coming on for Emirates Blues. Owais Ali Shah, the left arm tweaker. Mayank Chaudhary has the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Full length. Finds the gap, but yeah, the fielder will cut it off. Just a single there. Rely upon Mayank. He does bat well. Start 15 of 9 for him, but someone at the other end should keep him company. Shehan, left hand batter, technically absolutely brilliant, but he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulder.
Yeah, young Sri Lankan wicketkeeper has been part of the Abu Dhabi D franchise for since now. In terms of the bowling, hang on here, my friend. A spinner, that's not on.
Yeah, you can't afford to do that. And a short run up, bowling a no ball, and Empire Nadeem spotted well. Free hit. Mayank would like to go big. Just get the connection, but straight to the fielder. It'll just be a single.
Yeah, taking a look at the bowling combinations here for Emirates Blues, they have Shahid Bhutta, Sanjay Pahal, Ajay Kumar, Nabil Aziz and Owais Ali Shah. So I really can't say any weak point in their bowling department really. They've got all the bases covered. So they're certainly going to be a tough team to deal with. Plus, you add the likes of Nasir Faraz, Rais, Sanjay Pahal, Ahmed Tariq, Safir Tariq, the batting department, Kamran Atta as well. On paper, like the strongest side in the D tournament this season.
Yeah, bowling, absolutely yes. With batting department, Kamran Atta known for his destructive skills. Nasir Faraz can take that responsibility of the middle order. Rais Ahmed has been in sublime form. Yeah, absolutely packed batting and bowling unit for Team Emirates Blues.
They've done really well to construct this squad and certainly will be gunning for silverware. Very full once again, and you can see Mayank Chaudhary has changed gears here. He's just looking to compile the runs rather than go for the big shots.
Well, that is a sign of a good batter. We've seen wickets being lost. He's anchored down a little bit. They've got to construct a partnership, do the entire foundation work once again, do the rebuilding of the innings. Opportunity, well, as he put down. I think he's put down an opportunity here, Awais Ali Shah of his own bowling.
Well, that certainly did look very, very close. Let's take a look here. This angle will tell us a better story. Leading edge. And, oh yes, 100%. It is a catch put down by Awais Ali Shah. That's not what you would expect from a quality player like him. 7 gone, 48 for 4.
Sanjay Pahal will continue. A good looking shot from the blade of Mayank. Cut away nicely. He's looking really, really good today, Mayank. And it's right time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator after a much deserved break. Mudassir, welcome back in the com box.
Defended 177 in the first game. Now Abu Dhabi, they are struggling to post a good total. 4 wickets down, 49 on board. Using the surface quite well. Slight fumble, yes and no, and they are going for that single. 50 comes up for Abu Dhabi. The run rate is somewhere around just below 7 runs per over. Is one. All they need is one good partnership.
That's the need of the hour. They need to score at about 7 to 8 runs an over. That's must be the call from the captain and the management of Team Abu Dhabi. Down a little bit, build it in phases, have a short-term goal, and the aggressor still will have to be Mayank because he's got wide range of shots as opposed to Shehan. Shehan will have to keep him company at the other end. Nicely played. Using the pace on offer, just milking a single. Well, from here on, if they get close to somewhere close to 160, they'll be mighty pleased given they lost those wickets earlier on in quick succession.
I'm missing the service of birthday boy Rohan Mustafa. Not part of Abu Dhabi in the first game for them in this tournament, but he'll be back for the future games. Definitely that experience of Rohan Mustafa is missing for Abu Dhabi. But Sanjay Pahal making a name for him in this region. Yeah, fielder tried his best, saving runs. His little jumbo Rais Ahmed saving runs for his side.
We certainly have the encyclopedia of cricket in the com box as Ahmed Khwaja, and I do remember you are very good with the numbers, the birthdays. Yeah, Rohan Mustafa celebrated his birthday. Doing exceptionally well in that boundary for his team. He's looking fit, scoring those runs. He's been selected for the ILT as well. Quite happy for Rais as well. He's contributed significantly in the previous editions for Team Fujairah. Watchfully played, using the pace on offer, just that late glide from Shan,
Run a ball 6, 19 of 14 for Mayank. Left hand, right hand combination. Last few years we have seen plenty of new faces coming in this region. One of them is Sanjay Pahal. Straight away he impressed everyone the day he played his first game here in UAE. Pick all-rounder, an impactful player to have in your side.
With you made that point, that word itself means a lot to him, the impact. Well, he certainly created impact to whichever side that he has been associated with in the D series as well as the ILT Development League. We'll talk more about it. 8 overs gone, 55. Awais Ali will continue, just given away those 6 runs in the first over. He did create an opportunity, missed out a cotton bowl chance of long 22 of 16 for. He's not had many dot deliveries, taking time, and that's the right way to go about it. Lost those wickets, get about 7-8 runs an over, and Awais Ali Shah will always entice you. And another full length delivery on offer and is cashed on that opportunity.
4 runs for Mayank. A flighted delivery, a bit fuller. 4 runs, no stopping. Coming into play, it's really tough for the spinners to have that grip on the ball. So much cricket happening, and credit should be given to the team owners as well as the board for helping these boys. And now the likes of Sanjay Pahal, who made entry in this region the previous year, now a big name, already part of D20 Fujairah as well as now representing ECB Blues. The big news is this lad, he'll be representing Desert Vipers in the upcoming ILT20 edition.
Well, he certainly has come to the UAE domestic circuit, quite impressive. We've seen his bowling ability, but if you tend to watch his batting style, the massive destructive maximums that he gets, quite impressive. And Desert Vipers have done well to rope him in. So far, decent from Mayank. Long hop, and they will pick up a single. Wonderful effort from Shahid, but to pick up a single. That will bring us to the end of over number 9. Abu Dhabi 64 for 4.
.64 for the loss of 4. Final over before the break. And Pahal bowling his 3rd over in a row. We have seen the rise of Sanjay Pahal. Also, I have seen the rise of Rizwanur Rahman in the com box. He made his debut the previous year, on 2024. Now regular in the com box when it comes to D series. Can I say an impactful commentator?
You've not spoke about my batting figures in the B division and the A division, Mudassar Ali. Well, thank you very much for the compliment. Well, credit to you and Ahmed Khwaja in the Combox, learning a lot from the senior commentators. And as we speak, Sanjay Paul yet again producing those wonderful dot deliveries. And certainly his fitness is proving a point here.
I like the confidence of my co-commentator. He said playing B division and A division. In fact, he's a regular in C division as well as in B division. Always loves to open the innings and always among the runs. Now struggling is Sanjay Pahal. The line has been superb, Rizwan, throughout this spell, and also the pace.
Well, it's the grassy wicket and it's cashing on that surface quite well. Quite sweaty, quite hot and humid conditions. We're expecting the temperatures to further drop down, but I think the humidity factor is still there. Not easy for the cricketers. We've seen in the Asia Cup as well. We've seen the Tri-Nations. We've seen the bilateral series between Afghanistan and Bangladesh. So at this point of time, I mean, we are expecting the temperatures to further come down, but I think it will take another 15 to 20 days.
Evening was a bit much better, in fact, compared to now. It's almost 10:30 p.m. here in Sharjah. Towels are out. Humidity playing a big role. But credit should be given to Sanjay Pahal. The way he's taking care of himself. Driven straight, but what an effort of his own bowling, saving runs. And this is where I always want to bonus, because here nice which represents the A division. They provide teams which is helping these boys.
Good delivery. Yet again, not allowing any width whatsoever. And coming back to your point, there's a significant contribution from the team owners, as you rightly mentioned. And we've seen that in the UAE domestic circuit, providing them all the facilities, at times even employment for the matter of fact, and supporting them from the grassroots level, even the moment they've arrived in the Emirate, providing them all the facilities. And we've seen people representing at the highest level.
The final ball of this over. On Sanjay Pahal, another tight over. So half of the overs done. Abu Dhabi 65 for the loss of 4.
toss, opting to bowl first. Kamran Atta, the skipper of Emirates Blues. They've done exceptionally well so far, keeping it tight and neat and clean. 6.5 runs and over so far. Another destructive bowler, Nabil Aziz, quite impressive. Has been part of ILT Development League also. Didn't quite get many wickets as expected in the Development League, but he will have a role to play in the D20. Full toss on offer, and watch out for his arm delivery.
So, 3 players from Fujairah making a shift. Got a new team. Nabil Aziz, Sanjay Pahal and Rice, now part of ECB Blues. So Mayank still out there. He led the side the previous D10 edition in the absence of Adib Usmani, but now he decided to move to Abu Dhabi. 30 of 24 balls, making room, and what a shot. Great adjustment at the last minute. Was forced on the back foot, but somehow manages to pick that gap.
Was looking forward for this matchup between Mayank and Nabil. They've played so much of cricket together in the same team, Fujairah, in the nets as well. They know the strengths and weaknesses of each other, and Nabil Aziz just offering that delivery and Mayank capitalizing on that. Well, this will be a huge responsibility on his shoulders. 9 overs remaining after this with 6 wickets in hand. Much better line from Nabil Aziz. They look for 2 and will settle in for 1. Prithvi Shah, I beg your pardon, Prithvi, doing well.
Prithvi Madhu. Thank God Rizwan never called me Mudassir Nazar in the com box. Flighted. And look at that shot. Reaching, going down on one knee, and what a connection. The tall Shehan getting better off Nabil Aziz. Plenty of runs in this over.
Full length delivery on offer. Flighted, slower in the air. Waited for it Shehan Veeraratna, and has got the maximum of it. Nabil Aziz under pressure. 13 runs already of this over so far. This is a good over for Team Abu Dhabi.
Trying to buy a wicket here by bowling those flighted deliveries, but nothing much. This wicket, you need to be very smart. Bowl it away from the batters, bowl those quicker deliveries as a spinner. You need to contain on the surface. This is much better. A quicker delivery, a dot delivery, but the damage has been done in this over. 13 from the first over of Nabil. A slight recovery by Mayank and Shehan. Score moves to 78 for the loss of 4. 11 done. Two overs, 15, wicketless so far away. Oh, beautifully bowled. Sharply coming into Mayank Chaudhary. Recovery mode. Abu Dhabi, Mayank and Shehan doing that repair work. Falls on the back foot, nicely managed. Look at that effort coming from the bowler himself, putting that slide. Always already put on a chance of Shehan in his first over.
Well, 2 left arm spinners in operation. I do have a question for you. As a team management guy or a selector, how would you choose a spinner or a bowler? Do you look at economic figures, or do you look at the number of wickets taken, or do you also understand and analyze the surface that the bowlers are actually bowling? There are a lot of conditions that you have to look at. And meanwhile, Shehan gets another beautiful connection, goes for a maximum.
6 runs. Dealing in maximums. The stylish Shehan Veeraratne moves to 20 with that maximum. Slowly finding his form, getting those runs. The right time for Abu Dhabi. Shehan arrives, providing that support to Mayank. What a partnership between these two. Coming back to your question, Rizwan, it all depends on the given day, looking at the surface, what kind of combination you want to go into the game, especially looking at this track, the way it behaved in the first game, there's nothing much to offer for the spinners. I think you need to go with at least 4 fast bowlers, have 1 spinner and 1 part-timer can do the job for your team, but now here 2 left-arm orthodox leaking runs. See, it's really tough. The conditions are not suitable for the spinners. The dew factor playing a key role, a big role, and he's struggling to grip the ball. It all depends on the combination. That is why Fujairah, though they had young guns, but they have got right combination against Sharjah.
Valid point. Much better. Slightly back of length. It'll just be a single to close out the over. 12 gone, 88 for 4. Nabil Aziz to continue despite that expensive over, given away 13 runs. He's darting in. And there's one thing about Nabil Aziz, more often than not, when he bowls that arm delivery, it's quite understandable. You can make it out from his arm action. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, you made a valid point. Given the conditions, it is much suitable for the seamers. There's a lot of grass on the surface. The wicket will not help the spinners. And it's gone aerial, Mayank. Has he created an opportunity? Fielder coming, and Rais takes a good catch. He had to cover a distance, and Nabil Aziz yet again provides that much needed breakthrough for team Emirates Blues.
Oh, what a wonderful catch. It's none other than Rais Ahmed, the little jumbo, looking fit, shed few kilos. He'll be in action in the upcoming ILT20 tournament. He'll be part of Sharjah Warriors. But not a good news for Abu Dhabi. Mayank Chaudhary just lost his control, manning 37 of 31 deliveries, 89 for the loss of 5. Aziz strikes and walks in. Akifullah Raja allowed appeal coming into Akif. Not a convincing start for Akifullah Raja, but for sure promotion for Akifullah Raja. He went unnoticed in that ILT20 auction. A full toss, all he could manage is just a single. Any unnoticed player for you, Rizwan, from that ILT 20 development tournament who missed the bus for ILT 20 main event?
Shahid Bhutta, I would say. Quite impressive. Went unsold. Kamran Atta also went unsold. Quite a few players, unfortunately, missing out on the opportunity. Wonderful bit of fielding there by Awais. Was part of the Sharjah team and now playing for Emirates Blues. Yeah, I was expecting Shahid Bhutta to be picked. Quite an impressive. He has that experience also playing the franchise cricket.
Absolutely, Shahid Bhutta. And for me, Nilansh Keswani, the youngster, he did a pretty good job. Was expecting him to be picked by one of the franchises. It's a long journey for the young Nilansh Keswani. But Akifullah Raja straight away, on the second ball he faced, he got a boundary. In fact, the third delivery he faced in this innings. He moves to 7. Abu Dhabi slowly moves to 97 for the loss of 5. 13 gone. Going at almost 11 runs per over, Nabil Aziz, but he got the big wicket of Mayank Chaudhary. Awais will continue here, but there will be a stoppage for Rizwanur Rahman in the com box. Driven nicely down the ground just for a single, and it's time to reintroduce my co-commentator. Joining me for the last set of 7 overs is Ahmed Khaja. Welcome back, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. In desperate need of a partnership are Abu Dhabi. Not a lot of batting to come if Raja Akifullah is coming in at number 7. Haider Razak certainly can bat. But apart from that, not much to come through. It's dire straits. And you have to give full credit to Emirates Blues. Umair Ali Khan could have come in at this stage, but they're just holding him back. Down the leg side. Oh, just in front of short fine. And this could be close. Has he made the crease in time? A direct hit would have certainly had him. But this one is also quite tight.
Going upstairs is Nadeem Anjum. Asking the question is Kamran Atta. Took his own time to release the ball. One bounce straight into the hands of the wicket keeper, Kamran Atta. But look at that. Basics are right. The slide saving Shehan. So a quick single has been taken. 2 left-handed batters and a valid point. No Umair Ali Khan. They've opted to go with Akifullah Raja, and I really don't understand this strategy. When you have already a left-handed batter in there, you could have easily sent Umair Ali Khan.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. I think he's made his crease quite easily. His weight was on his back foot there, Shahid Bhutta, hence couldn't get that momentum in his throw. Oh, once again popping up there. Shehan Weeraratne has been a bit uncomfortable facing up against Awais Ali Shah.
It's all about the mindset. He's not trying to charge against Awais. Though a left-arm orthodox, you always fancy your chances to go big towards that leg side. But he doesn't want to take any kind of risk against Awais. Wicketless, so they came out with a plan not to give those wickets to Awais. A single brings Abu Dhabi's 100 in the 14th over.
Yeah, it's taken a fair bit of time, especially with the departure of Mayank Chaudhary. Current run rate of just about 7.3, so they're looking at 140. Right in the block hole, very full. So if Raja Akifullah doesn't produce a cameo here, This decision may backfire on Abu Dhabi. This is high. It's a miscue. And it's dropped. Prithvi Madhu, my young friend, what were you doing there? That was an absolute sitter. He's saying he lost it in the floodlights. But my friend, that is just excuses and could cost your team. 14 gone, 101 for 5. Shahid Bhutta back into the attack for his third. Good bowling change, I feel, by Kamran Atta. Trying to intimidate the lower order bat with some pace. And Shehan Weeraratne, we've seen, is uncomfortable against top quality fast bowling as well. So this is a good bowling change.
An astute captaincy we are witnessing from Kamran Atta. In the first game, it was Ethan Carl de Souza who marshalled his troops well. Now Kamran Atta bringing his experience into the game. Runs are hard to come, and right time, a right choice to get Shahid Bhutta back into the attack. Big swing. All he could get is just a single.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt Emirates Blues at all. Occasional ones and twos, maybe the occasional boundary as well. Anything around 150, 160, they'll feel quite comfortable chasing that. So I'm really not sure about this move to promote Raja Akifullah ahead of Umair Ali Khan, who could have produced a cameo, maybe 25 of 13, something of that sort, to swing the momentum. Shahid Bhutta has been exceptional so far. Another risky single taken, wild throw. The fielding from Emirates Blues has left something to be desired.
Especially this boy on the screen. It was the young Prithvi Madhu who dropped a catch in the previous over. Now a wayward throw. You're out there in that room of ILT T20 auction. How was the mood, and what were the boys were expecting? The likes of Haider Ali and Ayan were already retained by the teams, but they were, quite interestingly, they were in that room of auction.
Yeah, they were really advising their respective franchises as well. Take this guy, take this guy. Not sure whether they listened or not. Swing and a miss coming in. Is there an edge on that one? Raja Akifullah is unmoved, as is umpire Nadeem Anjum. But the one thing that was definitely obvious to see, everybody was happy for other UAE cricketers getting drafted and getting picked up in the auction. It's truly a big family, a big cricketing family here in the UAE.
And a good message has been given out by Emirates Cricket Board. The likes of Saudi Federation, also Kuwait Cricket Association, they were involved, and 6 players from Saudi team got a chance, picked up by the franchisee owners. The likes of Abdul Mannan, Faisal, Aslam. Oh, valiant effort, but 4 runs not able to saved those runs, full length dive, tried his best, the fast bowler Ajay, but Akifullah Raja, he's getting those runs for his side.
And he's enjoying himself. Short wide, cracked away. It was just curving away from the deep cover fielder. Ajay Kumar tried his best and yeah, just nestling onto the rope. Unlucky there. So he's made some useful runs here. Raja, Akifullah 14 of 10. Yeah, such a huge opportunity for all of these lads coming in from Kuwait, from Saudi Arabia. Good to see that map of IL-T20 is expanding beyond the UAE. Punched out towards deep extra once again, just in front of Ajay. And they'll settle for a single. So not a bad over from Shahid Bhutta in the end. He's only conceded 7. 108 for 5. Nabil Aziz to continue. Oh, this is huge. Clean connection from our Raja Akifullah into the stands for a maximum.
Batting like a Raja under the lights here at this iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. That move is doing wonders. I was a bit surprised when he came out to bat ahead of Umar Ali Khan, but now he's proving me wrong. What a hit, what a connection. 21 of just 12 balls.
Oh, this is a brilliant cameo he's playing here. He's proving us all wrong, really. And Nabil Aziz is under the pump. Oh wow, reverse hit. Is there a feather edge? Umpire Asif Iqbal is not convinced. Kamranatha, your appeals will be denied.
Late support coming in from Nabil Aziz. Still saying no, Asif Iqbal. Going for that reverse shot. Just going past that gloves and straight into the hands of Kamranatha. But unmoved is Asif Iqbal. Back foot in the air. Prithvi Madhu makes no mistake. A good catch by the youngster. But a good cameo from Akifullah Raja comes in and Nabil strike for the second time.
You're trying to repeat the dose. But this time, he had to hit off the front foot. Couldn't quite generate that same momentum on the swing. And Prithvi, he would have had his heart in his mouth there. Well taken. And plenty of support from his young teammates as well. But an excellent cameo from Raja Akifullah. 21 of 14. 114 for 6.
Umar Ali Khan, the new batter. For sure, Rizwan ur Rahman, our co-commentator, must be a happy man looking at the way Nabil Aziz is getting those wickets. Always among the wickets.
Yeah, we all have our favorites. Oh, this is skewed in the air and will balloon over the point and third. Umair Ali Khan, loose shot coming in. Very senior campaigner, needs to do a lot better.
And who is your favorite player? You have been a part of commentary box since season 1.
Well, that's a good question. I think we'll keep that discussion off air. But I am a big fan of Ahmed Tariq, my namesake. Lovely batter to watch. Oh, punched in the air. Thankfully, no short extra. Really do feel he's a delightful talent. Will be exciting to see him in the run chase. A tidy over from Nabil. 117 for 6. Four overs to go then. Won't get any easier when you're facing up to Shahid Bhutta. Sliced towards the deep cover but beats him. Nicely placed by Umair Ali Khan.
The big man straight away into the action here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium, dancing down the track. His wrist goes over that fielder at point and 4 runs. Slowly, the run rate moving up. 7.48, 121 for the loss of 6. What a knock we have witnessed from Mayank. After that it was Akif. Shehan still standing out there in the middle. Driven nicely but straight towards the fielder. So we're talking about the favorite players of our commentators. So it was Ahmed Tariq, but season 1, 2020 and 2021, because he came into the limelight in 2023, I believe.
Well, you can't look apart from the captain of UAE in T20s, Mr. Mohammad Wasim. We was very, very privileged to see him debut for the UAE. And of course, in his second, third match, he smashed 100 against Ireland. And that's all she wrote. He's gone on to have a incredible international career. Oh, top edge. And once again, a catch at deep third. Great bowling change from Shahid Bhutta. And the plan has come together.
I like the field setup given by Kamran Atta, and bowling as per the field is Shahid Bhutta. We are into the 17th over and it's a rare sight to see a fielder in the deep, that too towards the deep third. Safe hands, Nabil Aziz. So the plan working nicely for men in blue. The danger man Umair Ali Khan departs. Is 1-1 for the loss of 7.
Haider Razak coming in at number 9. Oh, brilliant delivery. Well, you mentioned favorite domestic cricketers. Certainly this young, exciting, fast bowling all-rounder is one of those for me. Was really, really happy to see his name called up in the IL T20 auction. Was selected by Gulf Giants, even though Sharjah Warriors wanted him desperately. The bidding for his name went on for like 8 to 10 minutes, and it was really exciting stuff.
His first season here in UAE. He spent quite a few seasons in Oman, then he made up his mind to come to UAE and straight away impressing everyone. Big heave, thick outside edge, flying past the wicket keeper. Runs what matters for Haider Razak. Shahid Bhutta says you are lucky enough to get those 4 runs.
And he said, I agree. I didn't know much about it. Pace on, attempted Yorker. Heaving towards the onside and very unlucky. Shahid Bhutta on another day could have had 4 or 5 wickets. Instead, it's run away for 4. Frustrating evening for him. But they do have the match under control at the moment, and very strong possibility of knocking over all 10 Abu Dhabi wickets here. Cracked over extra cover. Short, wide and punished.
Picked as a bowler but showing confidence with the bat. Haider Razak. Back-to-back boundaries, leaking runs, 12 so far. A wicket went down. Change of pace, waited and dispatched over that covered region. Couple of bounces, 4 runs to end the over number 17. 12 runs from that over. It's 1-9 for the loss of 7.
Nabil Aziz, just a chip down the ground, but it is magnificently placed by Shehan Weeraratne. He did not even bother running.
Played with lots of confidence there, Shehan Weeraratne. Leaning on the front foot and goes straight over the bowler. It's the beauty of this batter, not trying to force against Nabil Aziz. The timing has been superb.
Flicked and flicked all the way. Glorious timing. And that man Prithvi Madhu once again in the spotlight.
Somebody please move those floodlights for Prithvi Madhu. Whenever he misses a chance, he blames it on the floodlights. Poor effort by young lad Prithvi.
Well, Emirates Blues are not fielding well tonight. That is the only blemish on this performance so far. Shehan Weeraratne is playing a top knock. Oh, bit of an appeal, but I think an inside edge or drifting down leg. So a flurry of quick runs coming in. First with Raja Akifullah, then Umair Ali Khan, now Haider Razak. They're all just giving those mini contributions.
Those little cameos will make a big difference. In fact, the run rate creeping up to 7.89. Nabil leaking plenty of runs. And he strikes for the 3rd time. Change of pace. Haider Razak trying to go towards the shorter boundary. Big heave. Nowhere near the ball. And Aziz strikes back.
Yeah, round armish and quick. Just firing it within the stumps. And Haider Razak, well, he was always looking to swing big. Instead, his off stump has been rocked. 8 wickets down, 138 on board. Jeet Bhatia coming in at number 10. Oh, hitting the splice of the bat there. Very nicely bowled by Nabil Aziz. He's taken a bit of tap, but he'll always take that if he picks up 3 wickets.
Whenever he went for runs, he came back strongly by picking wickets. A push towards the top side to get off the mark. A new face, new entry, Jeet Bhatia. So 10 runs and a wicket. He completed spell tonight, going for 41. Picked up 3 wickets, 18 gone, 139 for the loss of 8.
Ajay Kumar bowling the penultimate over. Good looking square drive from Jeet Bhatia. He's doing what is required of a number 10. Just get to the non-striker's end. Shehan Weeraratne 14 runs away from a half century. Can he achieve it?
He heavily rely on his timing. If you offer him a pace, he'll get those quick runs. All Ajay needs to do is bowl those cutters, which he is known for in the block hole. Just a single. If I'm not wrong, Ahmed, now he's a part of ADKR, Ajay Kumar. First season, doing well, performed well in D series as well as in ILT mini development tournament, and now he's a rich boy.
Yeah, absolutely. He certainly merited selection, been very consistent. Oh, beautifully bowled. Jeet Bhatia shuffling in his crease. Like you suggested, Ajay Kumar, use your cutters. And he did precisely that to pick up his third wicket.
He's a smart, sharp thinking fast bowler. No change in plan for Ajay Kumar. Wicket to wicket channel, and he gets better off Jeet. Well disguised, cunning slower delivery. Wicket number 8 goes down.
Down to the final pair, Siam Khan coming in at number 11. Trying to whip that away. There could be a run out here. There will be a run out here. Suicidal single attempted by Shehan Weeraratne. And Abu Dhabi have been bowled over for 141 with 8 deliveries remaining in their batting effort. How costly will that prove to be?
After a mini recovery, they just lost the plot. Final wicket going down, not showing that faith and trust in Siam, going for that suicidal run, a direct hit. That's the end of the innings for Abu Dhabi. Not a performance to remember. They have got runs on board, which is a below par for me on this surface. A brilliant job done by the fast bowlers and the spinners, though the likes of Nabila and Owais went for runs, but they made sure to get those wickets in the middle overs. And Ajay Kumar, a brilliant outing, always among the wickets, a happy unit.
Has been a total team effort. Everybody contributing, everybody chipping in. And Abu Dhabi, a new look side. Well, they've certainly not put their best foot forward, and they're at least 20 runs short of what would be a par score. Taking a look at the batting scorecard, a no-show from the top order. Ali Abid was looking decent. Mayank Chaudhary, the pick of the batters, and Shehan Weeraratne with a valuable innings of 37. Raja Akifullah with a good cameo, but then the tail came and went in a flash. 10 extras helping them to get up to 141. Three wickets for Ajay Kumar, who was outstanding. 3 wickets for Nabil Aziz, who was outstanding. A couple for Shahid Bhutta, who bowled a fiery spell in the power play. Sanjay Pahal picking up 1 as well. And just the regular fall of wickets, 42 for 4, 89 for 5, 114 for 6. It just wasn't meant to be for Abu Dhabi with the bat. Well, taking a look at the highlights. It was a poor start. Luqman Faisal caught at short mid-wicket. Junaid Afridi was under stress due to an injury and holed out in the deep. Ali Abid played a few airy-fairy shots, but was looking good alongside Mayank Chaudhary. Both looked to counter-attack in the power play, but that was the dismissal of Ali Abid, caught at third. And after that, it was trouble. Usman Pandit got a ripper from Sanjay Pahal. Mayank Chaudhary was the only one who hung around and built a partnership with Shehan Weeraratne, but after his dismissal, well, it was a constant flurry of wickets going down for Abu Dhabi. Umair Ali Khan also looking to be ultra aggressive, and he got caught in the deep as well. Haider Razak didn't hang around for much. Shehan Weeraratne came in not out, but they were not able to bat their complete 20 overs. Nabil Aziz picking up 3 wickets. Ajay Kumar 3 wickets as well. Fabulous death bowling, and this was the final one, a silly run out which was not really required at all. So 142 is the target for Emirates Blues. We'll be back after a short break with the run chase. Welcome back to match number 2 of the Emirates D20 2025 Abu Dhabi. After being invited to bat first, have been bowled out for 141. Outstanding bowling show put on by Emirates Blues. Mayank Chaudhary and Shehan Weeraratne, the two limelights of a subpar batting effort coming in from the capital side. And now they will really need to bowl out of their skins to defend this below par score. In terms of the bowling for Emirates Blues, couple of standout performers. Ajay Kumar 3 for 21, Nabil Aziz 3 for 41 as well. But overall it was an outstanding team bowling effort. 2 wickets for Shahid Bhutta and 1 for Sanjay Pahel as well. Joining me in the comm box for what should be an intriguing run chase is Rizwan Ur Rahman. Good evening, very warm welcome.
Good evening, Ahmed. A wonderful start for the tournament for Emirates Blues with the bowling department. They've done exceptionally well, winning the toss, opting to bowl first, bowling to perfect lines in perfect lengths, getting the better of the batters of the men in yellow, Abu Dhabi. And as we were expecting a bit of partnership between Mayank and the other batters, they managed to pick up wickets at regular intervals and managed to put a lid on the scoring. 142 is what is required of 120 legal deliveries. Should be a straightforward chase to me. But it all depends upon how the batters of Emirates Blues will respond in the power play.
Yeah, it should be on paper relatively straightforward. But Abu Dhabi do have a lot of quality in their bowling as well, especially the fast men. Haider Razak, Raja Akifullah and Sayam Khan, I'm sure, will look to make that new ball talk. Kamran Atta opening the innings alongside Ahmed Tariq. So slight change in what we were expecting, that Safir and Ahmed Tariq would open. But Ahmed Tariq, very fine player. And Kamran Atta, he's a real go-getter. This should be fun to watch.
We're talking about the batters, the kind of composition of you would need to have in a T20 game. You probably would be looking at batters striking at about 160 plus to do the opening bit of part, and the batters with a strike rate of about 130 to 140 to sort of look after the middle order. Akif Raja starts off straight away. He's gone up in the air, falls away from Abid Ali. But the intentions are pretty much clear. First game of the tournament, you might want to start with a win and a good net run rate.
Yeah, went through with the shot there. Ahmed Tariq was the outswinger pitched up. So a couple of runs to get off the mark for the youngster. Raja Akifullah, he can strike with the new ball. Down the leg side will be a wide. They'll need to keep a lid on the freebies they offer to Emirates Blues. They have a lot of quality in their batting. Ahmed Tariq, Kamran Atta, Safir Tariq to come in. Nasir Faraz as well. Sanjay Pahel, Rais Ahmed. So on paper, that is a very, very strong unit. And only need to go at about 7 runs per over. Right on the money and well defended on the front foot. Akif Raja is getting a hint of shape in the air, and that will encourage the other 3 members of the fast bowling trio. Umair Ali Khan will have a role to play as well with the ball. So on paper, Abu Dhabi do have a very competent bowling lineup.
Yeah, slingy fast bowler Siam Khan as well. He's got that slingy action, usually contributes with wickets, swing and a miss. A bit of variable bounce on that occasion from Raja Akifullah. And I think the intentions are pretty much clear, Ahmed. They want to go big. They want to maximize in the power play. Kamran Atta, destructive batter. Ahmed Tariq, the youngster.
Yeah, he needs to be just a touch careful. With Kamran Atta as the opening partner, you don't really need to force the issue. You know, he will go hard at the opposition. He will look to take risks. You can look to play the ball on merit. Crunched through extra cover. And this should be the first boundary for Emirates Blues. It will be.
Well, he didn't quite time it really well. Walked down the wicket, caught the connection. The ball will still find the fence. Ahmed Tariq looking in good nick. He's scored a lot of runs in the recently concluded domestic tournaments. Ahmed has been in very good form, and Kamran Atta on the other end loves to open the batting, and he's taken that responsibility to open the innings alongside Ahmed Tariq.
Yeah, it always helps when you're the skipper of the side, getting the top berth. Oh, quick delivery down the leg side, caught him by surprise, and in the end it's going to be let go by the umpire. Was pretty close, could have easily been gloved down the leg side. Raja Akiful, a very experienced campaigner. Let's take a look once more. Yeah, I think that's a good call to not call it as a wide.
Yeah, quick bumper from Raja Akifullah. First day of the Emirates D20 tournament. Seen Fujairah beating Sharjah in the previous encounter. Wow, look at that shot. The connection, the sound said it all. A beautiful boundary for Ahmed Tariq.
Oh, the flashing blade, stepping out. And he got the length he was looking for and thrashed it through the covers. It was aerial, but he hit it so hard. And the fielders just turned around to fetch the ball. No chance of a catch. And first over done, 11 on board. Well, the new recruit of Gulf Giants, Mr. Haider Razak, coming into the attack. He was unbelievable in the ILT20 development tournament. One of the outstanding bowlers, as Sharjah Warriors took the title in a thrilling finale. And of course, with performance, you get rewarded. And he certainly did get the rewards. Best of luck to him in the ILT20 season 4, and best of luck to him tonight. Very fine fast bowler. And he does have the ability to strike with the new ball.
Quite impressive in the development league, Haider Razak. Good delivery right first up. Immediately Kamran Atta calls it for 2. And the running between the wickets has been quite impressive. Couple of runs taken. Yeah, wonderful opportunity for Haider Razak to showcase his talent at the ILT. I do remember you were talking about the auction went on for some time, and in the end Gulf Giants packed him. And what an opportunity for these youngsters, Ahmed.
Yeah, he started from a base price of 10k USD and finished up at 55. So there you go. Beautiful delivery. Just remaining on side of the ball to tap it into the cover region. And the bidding between Sharjah Warriors and Gulf Giants went on for 8 to 10 minutes. Back and forth, back and forth. In the end, Gulf Giants managed to get him on board, managed to get his services secured. And certainly really excited for him, really happy for him. In fact, all of the UAE lads, the new lads who get picked up, it's just reward for all their efforts. Bit of extra bounce once again, but watchfully played.
The experience must have been quite interesting for you, watching out the auction live in UAE.
Yeah, it was the first of its kind. as the ILT20 switched over to the auction format. Usually they just signed the players one to one, or there was a drafting. So it was very interesting to watch for sure. Some exciting moments, especially when the big news of Junaid Siddiqui and Mohammad Rohit came in. That really blew our lids off. We're like, wow, a UAE player going for such a massive price. But that just shows we've got the quality in our domestic cricket. Oh, extra bounce. Ahmed Tariq trying to be proactive. But I think Haider Razak spotted him coming down the track.
Brilliant. This is what Haider brings to the table. He saw Ahmed Tariq trying to shimmy down the wicket and immediately came up with a quicker bumper. Here talking about Rohit Bangash. Vinay was talking about him. They already had a plan in place to go for the maximum for Rohit Bangash. He was part of MI Emirates. And a 23-year-old young lad, Rohit Bangash. And what an opportunity for him and his family members as well.
Yeah, that kind of sum is life-changing for all of these cricketers, and certainly a lot of dreams coming true. Meanwhile, Ahmed Tariq looks like he's taken one on the glove there. And let's take a look here. Yeah, just reared up on him. Yeah, that can be quite uncomfortable. As a very busy club cricketer yourself, you must have been rapped on the knuckles quite a few times, Rizwan.
Especially when the bowler is clocking about 130, 135. It's not easy. He'll be in a very uncomfortable position there. He's feeling that pain. You can see the reaction from Ahmed Tariq. And especially, you may not want to be injured in the first game of the tournament. Yes, it's a long tournament, but these injuries can hurt.
He has a key player in the top order. Hopefully he'll be okay. Some bandages done, maybe that magic spray just to numb the pain, dull the pain. Of course, in all of these D series, we have our physio provided by the ECB on call for all 6 teams. And hopefully he'll be good to go. A nervous smile. So looks like he's A-okay. Just to get a bit of fluids in as well. Very exciting talent. Ahmed Tariq, just 18 years, 19 years of age. Technically sound, boundary hitter. Terrific athlete, good runner between the wickets. Sharp fielder. There's a lot to like about this young chap.
Absolutely. We've seen him grow in confidence year by year. And thank you, Physio. Dr. Kiran, hailing from Hyderabad, back into action. We've seen him twice today. Always part of the D series. Quite a good lad. And does support his teams.
Well, I'm not sure you'd call him a lad when he's 40 years old, but fair enough. Compared to you, he's a lad. Oh, once again, squaring him up. Some seam movement there for Haider Razak. Once again, one of those hit-the-deck bowlers.
Yeah, he's bending his back really well. He's got his cattail up, Haider Razak. And is bowling with a lot of confidence, a lot of velocity. While he's questioning Ahmed Tariq. This is brilliant from Haider Razak, and it's wonderful to watch him.
Well, he's asking for a change of willow. Let's see. But he's certainly troubling him from that back of length channel. A good tussle going on between a class bowler and an up-and-coming opening batter. Watchfully played. Just to the left of that fine leg fielder. They will pick up a couple. But in the end, it is a tidy over coming in from Haider Razak. 2 gone. 16 for no loss, Emirates Blues. Raja Akifullah. Oh, down the leg side, got away with that one. Caught him by surprise there, Kamran Atta. But they're certainly fighting hard here, Abu Dhabi.
Good counter attack from the bowlers of Abu Dhabi. Raja Akifullah, a bit expensive in the first over, but Haider Razak has been brilliant. He's thrown a lot of questions at Ahmed Tariq. 12 of 9 for him. Kamran Atta just trying to settle down a bit there. Still yet to pick up a wicket, Team Abu Dhabi. Walks down the wicket, gets the connection right. There will be a boundary check.
That was absolutely smashed. He got the length he was looking for. He's not a particularly tall lad, Kamran Atta, so he can play those short balls with a lot of efficiency. And I think that shorter onside boundary may have fetched him a 6. We'll check just to make sure. Let's take a look here. Whacked it with a lot of force. And here we go. 1 bounce. Just within the rope. But that will give him a lot of confidence.
Most certainly. And as opposed to Haider Razak, Akifullah Raja bowls a bit on a slower side, probably clocks between 125 to 130. Yeah, 1 bounce there clearly. Into the fence. Watchfully played. Hurried on to Kamran Atta on that occasion. Yeah, what they need to do is, it's not a mammoth score that they're chasing down, Ahmed. As long as they score about 8 runs and over, they should be all right. And as long as they don't lose the wickets.
Oh, absolutely. They don't need more than 35 or 40 in the power play, really. And once you know Kamran Atta is set, then he deals in maximums. He is not going to forgive any bowler. That's the attack-minded playing style he has. Smashed again and beats the square leg. Gone in the blink of an eye. Terrific shot.
He smoked that half tracker and dealt in style. Look at that, quick a bumper. And Kamran Atta finds the fence second time in the over.
He's looking very dangerous. 11 of 7. He is the kind of player who can take the game away from the opposition in a couple of overs. Raja Akifullah under the pump. This is high. Mid on backpedaling. And he'll watch it sail. Or has it? Not quite. Couple of bounces. And gone for another 4.
Well, it had the height but not the elevation. Using the pace on offer, it went miles up in the air. Oh, absolutely magnificent. Just did not Siam Khan backpedaling, not an easy one in the night skies. And in the end, another boundary added to the tally.
Yeah, that was slightly comical from Siam Khan, really. Oh, outside edge. It's ballooning up. Another chance just beyond the fielder. He's flirting with danger, is Kamran Atta. And a lucky escape. But they have picked up 13 runs in the over. 29 for no loss after 3. Well, Kamran Atta has certainly had his fair share of luck so far. 16 of 9. Haider Razak striving for the first breakthrough. Oh, hooked away. Beautifully played. Fine leg in the circle. That's easy pickings.
Well, Haider Razak in the previous over kept the batters at bay, and Kamran Atta pounced on Raja Akifullah, and this time around he gets the connection right towards the onside for a boundary. And this is what you can do when you get that boundary of the first over. You might as well try to maximize the over. Brilliant hitting from Kamran Atta.
And very smartly did not look to overpower the ball, just helped it on its way. He's playing a gutsy cameo. Oh, just to the left of that short mid. The Razak, well, he's had absolutely no luck at all.
There was no feet movement whatsoever on that from Kamran Atta. He's just trying to stand and deliver towards the onside, hitting the top end of the bat. But this will be an interesting contest. Ahmed Tariq did struggle against Haider Razak. The best thing for him would be to just pick up a single and let Kamran Atta do the talking. He's looking absolutely magnificent at the other end.
Well, he's certainly listening to your advice, trying to see off Haider Razak here. He knows it's not going to be more than a 2 or 3 over burst. Then the captain will have to make some changes. And good to see senior pro captain having a word with his young opener, telling him any loose ball, look to punch it out towards the shorter offside boundary. If it's straight, then look to defend.
Yeah, anything in the slot, go for it. Words of wisdom from Kamran Atta. Look at that uppercut coming in play, and it's gone over the fence. We'll have to wait for umpire's call. I reckon it is one bounce into the fence.
Yeah, went for that slash to third, took a chance, and Siam Khan in no man's land didn't really have a chance, really difficult one. And they're dealing in boundaries. So the power play has certainly been one-way traffic so far, Rizwan.
Still checking on the boundary. Siam with the full stretch. Looks like it's one bounce into the fence. Just a confirmation, just to make sure they have a conclusive evidence to rule it as a boundary. Yeah, but that was a good shot from Ahmed Tariq.
Yeah, I'm liking that he didn't back down. Even though Haider Razak had wrapped him on the knuckles, he's still looking to play his shots. And that looks like a very rock-solid defense. Good luck getting through that.
Yeah, when you've scored 9 runs already of the over, you don't need to do anything silly. With wickets in hand, should be a walk in the park for the men in blue. Team Emirates Blues, 16 of 12 for Ahmed Tariq. And as you rightly mentioned, it's just that short bust that you have to overcome. And the way both the batters are batting, they're looking confident. A breeze, the dew factor also in play, will help the batters.
You can follow all the action of the Emirates D20 on Sports Eye on YouTube. And action is certainly going to hot up here. Good over from Haider Razak. Was unlucky to concede a few boundaries. 4 gone, 38 for no loss. Umair Ali Khan coming into the attack, experienced all-rounder. Maybe his variations in the power play can come in useful, Rizwan.
Oh, most certainly. He's quite. He usually prefers to bowl after the power play, but skipper Abid Ali Abid is trying something. Wavered down the leg side. That will be 5 wides. That should have been not the way Umair Ali would have wanted to start his bowling figures.
Well, he's looking at the keeper, but he had no chance. Horrible delivery. That was on the tram line on the offside of a left-hander. And Shehan up to the stumps. 5 runs, gift wrapped for Emirates Blues. And now rightfully he sent Shehan back a few yards. But the damage has already been done. Required run rate is just run a ball. 99 needed of 16 overs. So 99 of 96. On paper, that is relatively straightforward, Rizwan.
Absolutely, but what Team Emirates Blues would look to is, oh, look at that shot. Look at that connection. One bounce into the fence. Getting all the connections right of the meat of the bat is Kamran Atta. Magnificent.
That's too easy. It's short and wide. And you have no man deep on the offside. Even if that boundary was 100 meters, that would be smashed for 4. Umair Ali Khan cutting a frustrated figure, but he has nobody else to blame really. Wayward down leg and wayward outside off.
I was expecting him to bowl after the power play with that military medium pace that he offers. It's easy pickings for the batters of Kamran Atta's caliber. Waited. A wonderful fielding at covers. It'll just be a single. And the onus is now on Ahmed Tariq.
Well, that was hit like an absolute missile by Kamran Atta. Mayank Chaudhary, stupendous fielding effort to save 3 runs for the side. But we are nearing a 50 opening stand. When you're defending 140 odd, it's looking tough. The new look Abu Dhabi side are being punished here by Emirates Blues. Good delivery and a very good single taken there by Ahmed Tariq. The communication between this pair has been top notch.
Yeah, crystal clear. And it's good to have a youngster and a senior statesman, and Kamran on the other end guiding Ahmed Tariq. And when you have that camaraderie and chemistry between the batters, you more often than not succeed. And I think so far it has been the boys in the blue ruling the power play.
Oh, front foot defense from Kamran Atta. I wasn't sure he had that shot. Could have easily flicked that through mid wicket, but he's decided, hang on, let's just preserve our wickets, keep going along. It's been a very good opening stand. Well, he had enough. Thrashed towards long on and over him. And it's gone for 6.
Expensive over from Umair Ali Khan. And the gamble not working in favor of the men in yellow. Look at that connection. Walking down the wicket. Quicker one. And it sailed over the boundary ropes. Well, was it Siam Khan? No, it was Raja Akifullah. Just could not sight the ball in the floodlights.
Well, that really isn't a valid excuse considering how experienced Raja Akifullah is. Steam coming out of the ears of Umair Ali Khan. 17 runs. And make that 18. 50 opening stand has been raised as well. 5 gone, 56 for no loss. Well, a bold move to give Haider Razak a third over in the power play. You can understand what Ali Abid is thinking. He desperately needs a wicket. Kamran Atta is looking in belligerent form. Well, that was perhaps a bit too much to ask to try to play that shot to Haider Razak.
Well, Ali Abid running out of options, and given they just need 86 more runs with 10 wickets in hand, they need to find a way to pick up a wicket, and his best bet would be Haider Razak, and is given that third over on the trot to see if he can create an opportunity.
Yeah, it's now or never. Completely agree with you there. Required run rate below 6. And very smartly they're playing him with a lot of caution. Extra attention being paid. He's a player who comes in with a big reputation. Used to be teammates with Kamran Atta in the past for the Abu Dhabi D franchise. Now on opposing ends.
Yeah, absolutely. Luqman Faisal had an off day today, trying to go big right from ball 1. Another destructive batter, but he's got to prove himself in this edition. Does pack a punch. Oh, look at that delivery. We'll have to wait for umpire's call. 1 for the over, says the umpire at the square leg.
Well, he did jump out of his crease, so you're never going to get the benefit of the doubt when you come down the track. Smartly bowled once again from Haider Razak. 3 dot balls. So just building up a bit of pressure, not too much, on Kamran Atta. How will he react? Maybe that ramp shot could be on. Use that back of length against Haider Razak. That ramp or that scoop. Top edge. And put down. It's been that kind of day for Abu Dhabi.
Well, lucky escape for Kamran Atta and Akif Raja. He missed out on boundary on the previous over, and this time around he had ample amount of time to come underneath the ball, and unfortunately yet again missing out his team Abu Dhabi. He did create that opportunity, Haider Razak.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Poor fielding. Simple catch. Or delightful, or much better effort. Siam Khan showing his fast bowling partner at third how it's done. Saved a certain boundary.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you will have to, as a bowler, as a fielder, you've got to contribute. Especially in a low scoring game, every single matters. And it's the fielding department who will have to rise to the occasion, create that pressure. 5 deliveries, just that 1 run conceded by Haider Razak in this over. Brilliant, immaculate. He needs to close out well. Good one. Just a single. That will bring us to the end of the power play. Abu Dhabi, I beg your pardon, Emirates Blues are 58 for none.
So Siam Khan coming on to bowl outside the power play. Right arm fast bowler, slingy action. He certainly is a wicket taker, maybe at times inconsistent. 84 needed of 84 balls, so game is very much in control for Emirates Blues. A lot of batting to come. Openers are relatively well set. Nicely bowled there, and good fielding at backward point.
Yeah, outside the power play, Siam Khan has been given that responsibility. Starts off well. A run a ball is the equation required for Team Emirates Blues. What a power play they've had. Kamran Atta scoring bulk of the scoring. 34 of 20. Ahmed Tariq 18 of 17. And that's the right approach when you have one batter already scoring over 180 strike rate. You just have to keep him company. Wavered down the leg side. That will be a wide and additional run as well. Not a great outing for the bowlers of Abu Dhabi so far.
Yeah, nor for the wicketkeeper. They've been spraying the ball a touch. Siam has that inconsistent arm angle. That's why he does tend to bowl a few extras. They've just not been able to put it together in any department, whether the batting, the fielding or the bowling. But early days is just the opening day of the Emirates D20. I'm sure they'll improve. Just losing his run up on that occasion. Of course, Ajman and Dubai will be in action tomorrow. Will be interesting to see how their squads line up. Certainly Fujairah going with the youth approach. Emirates Blues have a well-rounded squad. Some good recruits made from other franchises. I'm sure Dubai and Ajman have done the same. Plenty of talent in the UAE. There is no shortage of that for sure. Down the leg side again, and this time the keeper does well.
Has been a bit wayward right from ball one, except for that first delivery. Siam Khan, 2 wayward deliveries, extras. We spoke about it in the previous game as well. You've got to have a control over them. You can't afford to give away freebies in a low scoring encounter.
They need to pull up the socks here. One wicket could bring several more. Nicely bowled there, going full. So it's just about that one opening, just to lift up your spirits. You never know. You can pick up 2 or 3 wickets in a flurry. Put that dot ball pressure on. Abu Dhabi have been a side that has won D trophies in the past. So it's not like they've been stragglers or finishing in the bottom half. They've played the big pressure matches. A lot of these players have been in the Abu Dhabi setup for many years. Will be a wide once more. So it's on both sides of the wicket now.
Yeah, completely missing out on the line, Siam Khan. Well, if you're talking about the batters of Kamran Atta's caliber, talk about Luqman, Faisal for the matter of fact. When these batters, especially who bat in the power play, more often than not, they will give you an opportunity. And as a destructive batter, they would go after the bowlers after each and every delivery. They're not concerned about the required run rate. They have one approach to be aggressive. And when you have such batters giving that opportunities, you'll have to cash in. And as we speak, Kamran Atta, full length delivery. He's played it towards the extra cover region for a boundary.
Well, that was a half volley and beautifully punched. That bottom hand driving the ball through extra cover. Ali Abid had no chance. So he's conceding extras and bowling boundary balls. Not looking good for Abu Dhabi tonight. Siam Khan, sometimes your extra pace can be your own worst enemy if you're not accurate with your lines and lengths. A better delivery, better length. Would like him to be more outside off here. But you just feel from the body language of Abu Dhabi They're not quite in the contest tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Change of leadership as well. Rohan Mustafa was leading in the previous edition. Ali Abed given that responsibility. Will be a lot of tweaking for sure after the game today. A lot of they'll go through the process, go back to the drawing board. What has he done there? He's missed out completely. There'll be 5 extras. Is it the due factor?
In fact, it's a no ball. A shocker coming in from Siam Khan because it was way above head height. That is a bad delivery even in baseball, let alone cricket. Going wrong here for Abu Dhabi. This has become a lengthy over now.
It certainly has. I can understand the due factor, but at this level, where you can't be that wavered. Siam Khan feeling the heat. Free hit. Kamran Atta. Goes big. Look at that shot. Look at that connection. Towards the deep point region for a maximum.
Absolutely drilled it. Short, wide, free hit. And he said, thank you. I will take a big chunk of that one. Even though there was a deep point in place. Even though that boundary is about 70 meters square. That has been crushed for half a dozen. And perhaps that has crushed Abu Dhabi's hopes as well. Oh, he's punched it towards extra cover. One bounce. Smoked to the fence.
Well. Kamran Atta putting up a show here. He's trying to finish off things quickly. 7 overs gone. Look at that. Pace on offer. Full length delivery. Easy pickings for Kamran Atta. It has been an expensive over. 8 overs gone. 7 overs gone. Seven gone, 81 for none. Kamran Atta, 48 of 26 deliveries. Ahmed Tariq, 18 of 17. Umair Ali Khan will continue despite that expensive over. Given away 18 runs. And it's time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator after a short break, Mudassar Ali. Welcome back, Mudassar. Quicker bumper from Umair Ali Khan. Shahan standing up. Seen a lot of extras, especially in the previous over. 5 no balls. The bowling department has been completely wavered.
Good evening, Rizwan, and good evening to all of our viewers. A one-sided affair so far, thanks to Kamran Atta, the captain on a roll. He's on a fire. 48 of just 26, and at the other end, Ahmed Tariq, the youngster, providing him that support. Run a ball 18. Umair Ali Khan going for plenty of runs in his first over. They're desperately looking for a breakthrough. Another waiver down the leg. Easy runs. They're put under pressure by Kamran Atta taking on the bowlers. Akifullah Raja not having a good outing with the ball as well as in the field. Put on a chance. The only bowler who looks to be in control, who troubled these two batters, Haider Razak, but unfortunately wicketless Haider Razak as well so far for Abu Dhabi. This combination is nicely working for ECB Blues, as we have seen in D10 as well. Tariq and Kamranatha getting those runs now. A controlled aggression we have witnessed from Kamranatha.
Yeah, he's taking those chances. Couple of miss hits. There was an opportunity provided by Haider Razak, the only bowler who was right on the money. Slower through the air. It'll just be a single. And Ahmed Tariq doing the right thing. Just nudging those singles, letting Kamranatha do the bulk of scoring. He's inching close towards his personal milestone.
You need to have that understanding between each other when you're out there in the middle to get those runs. When your partner is good, getting those quick runs, all you need to do is rotate the strike, and this boy is doing a wonderful job. Young lad Ahmed Tariq. He got plenty of runs previous season. Now he has been called for the national camp ahead of that CWC League 2 games. Very watchful, showing respect. Kamranatha. Gain few kilos, Umair Ali Khan, off season.
He's still playing cricket regularly for sure. Was recently part of Saudi as well for a short tournament. I reckon it was in Jeddah. Yeah, but in a shorter format, T20 especially, you've got to be spot on. And today he's looked a bit expensive. Expensive first over, gave away 18 runs, and this over has come back well.
He's a lucky man, Umair Ali Khan. Always gets that support from Home Minister. He loves to play this beautiful game of cricket, not only here in UAE, but also recently traveling a lot to Saudi Arabia. Father of two kids, Umair Ali Khan, trying to make a comeback, but wicketless, going for 4 runs. 8 overs done, 85 for none. Express Raja brought back into the attack by captain Ali Abid. A one-sided affair so far. Under the lights, complete domination by the batters of ECB Blues.
Complete domination, that's the right word. Immaculate 85 for none. Opening partnership for Emirates Blues. Doing the right thing. Both the batters, they've been given a responsibility. They've got a plan in place and they're executing the plans to perfection. Quite impressive. Raja Akifullah expensive in the second over. Gave away 25 runs already. The bowlers will have to rise to the occasions. They'll go back to the blackboard, assess what went wrong today, and they'll come back with a strong plan, Team Abu Dhabi. Watchfully played, denies a single. There's an appeal. I reckon that will be referred upstairs.
A direct hit of his own bowling, Akifullah Raja. Yes and no. Rightly sent back by young Ahmed Tariq. Going upstairs is Nadeem Anjum. Rightly sent back by Tariq. There was never a single. The right time. Where is the bat? Is he short of his crease? No. The right time, just making back into the crease. Kamranatha, but good pickup and throw by fast bowler Akifullah Raja. Things just not going in favor of fielding side. It has been a day where we have seen the batters dominated as well as the fast bowler, especially the likes of Matiullah. Very impressive, Rizwan. Because Khalid Shah, the very first ball he faced, he sent Mati out of the park. After that, he stick to those variations, cutters, and he got better of Khalid Shah in the first game of this edition of D20. Pulled nicely. Some work for the fielder. Good job done. Usman Pandit. So with that single, a well-deserved 50 for the captain of ECB Blues, Kamranatha. Has been rightly applauded by his partner.
Yeah, a very good start to the tournament for Kamranatha. Gets a bit into an awkward position when he tries to play that pull shot, but more often than not, he succeeds. And what a way to start the tournament on a high, picking up a half century in the very first match. In the air, and the catch has been taken. Finally, a much needed breakthrough for Team Abu Dhabi. Ahmed Tariq will have to depart. A wonderful catch by Mayank Chaudhary. He had to dive forward, eyes on the ball, and he takes it comfortably. Emirates Blues lose their first wicket. Ahmed Tariq will have to walk back. First wicket down for ECB. Nasir Faraz walks out to the centre. Ahmed Tariq contributed well in that opening partnership of 87. And Nasir Faraz walks in at number 3. Another prolific batter. Takes his time initially. Watchfully defends that one. Yeah, this is a very good outing for Team Emirates Blues. Playing on the merit. Kamranatha 50 of 30. The required run rate under 5 runs and over. With 9 wickets in hand. Should be a straightforward case from here on. Quicker bumper. End of the over. 9 gone. 87 for 1. For the first time in this innings, we see spin introduced into the attack. We had Seamer, Siam, Haider Razak, the rest of the bowlers, Umair Ali, and now Mayank has been given the responsibility.
Very watchful. Got plenty of runs in the power play, but now taking his time, batting sensibly. It was in the slot, driven hard but straight towards the fielder. Jeet comes into play. But what a knock we are witnessing. This is what is expected, Rizwan, from the top order batters. Once you get going, you need to make sure to get those remaining runs stay till the end, as we have seen the case of Sagar Kalyan, unbeaten 83, took the team to 177. At one stage they were struggling. This is a kind of a surface. Once you settle in, you need to make sure to carry on, because it won't be easy for the new batters to come and straight away play those big shots. We're talking about the big shot, but Nasir Faraz, he has some other plans. This is what happens. Big hit, it was in the slot, and off the mark in style, Faraz.
What would you do? You're new to the crease. There's one in your slot. Would you hold back, or would you go for the big one? By all means, Nasir Faraz decides to go big, and why not? And what a way to get off the mark. A massive hit from Nasir Faraz. We've seen him usually known to construct that middle order phase, but what a start for Nasir Faraz. It has gone into the stands. Mayank just having conversation with the skipper, but it has been one-way traffic so far from the batters of the Emirates Blues. .48 required now. Full toss. He wanted to play towards that extra cover region, but since it was a quicker one, went straight down the ground. Weather's getting better. We are inching close towards those winters. We had a tough summer here in the UAE. Oh, good delivery. There was an awkward bounce on that occasion. Didn't quite middle it. Aerial and straight into the hands of Siam Khan, and has put it down. Two opportunities created by the bowlers, one by Haider Razak and one by Mayank, and both have been grasped. This should have been taken. He had ample amount of time to come underneath the ball, and a bit of juggle, and it was grasped. End of over number 10. 96 for 1, and it's time for drinks. poor effort in the field. Siam Khan dropping a sitter. Even a couple of boundaries that should have been stopped went past. Not a good outing for team Abu Dhabi. 46 required of 10 overs at 4.60 runs an over. Umar Ali was expensive in the first one, gave away 18 runs, and now in the second over just gave away 4 runs. Well, it's bowling slower deliveries without any pace whatsoever on the offer. Cut away straight to the fielder at backward point region. This is a good way to come back by Umar Ali. Was clueless in the first over. Wherever he was bowling, Kamran Atta was punishing him. Back of hand. Will find the fence. Waited for it and cuts to perfection. This is brilliant batting from the skipper, leading from the front, using that pace on offer on that occasion, playing it late with width on offer. He's picked up a boundary. Another one, but this time the fielder gets a hand to it, Luqman Faisal. Especially the fielders inside the circle. Backward point cover. You've got to be absolutely careful with the kind of bat speed Kamran Atta is hitting. You have to make sure you save your fingers with the dew on board. The ball is traveling really quick. Doing the right thing, Nasir Faraz. Exactly what Ahmed Tariq was doing, milking those singles and doubles. Slow one yet again. 7 runs off the over. He was punished for the quicker one. The rest of them have been immaculate. 11 gone, 103 for 1. Mayank to continue in the slot. Didn't quite get the connection right. But Kamran Atta has clear plans. He wants to finish off things quickly.
Cruising quite well towards the target of 142. Nasir and Kamran in the middle onto the pads. A dew factor coming into play, and it's not easy for the bowlers, especially the spinners, to grip the ball, as well as the fast bowlers, the likes of Siam Khan, going for plenty of runs, known for his slingy action. Driven hard, but straight towards the fielder, getting runs against his former team, Kamran Atta. back off length. So dealing in singles, this is the advantage you have when you get a good start, a solid platform provided by Kamranatha, getting quick runs in the power play. The first 6 overs going for plenty of runs. Wanted to cut, quicker delivery, good take by the wicket keeper Shehan. Bowled couple of tight overs, couple of wickets. They can somehow manage to get those wickets in next couple of overs. They can turn the tide in their favour. So just 3 runs, 12 gone, 106 for the loss of 1. Bowling his final over. Umar Ali Khan wicketless so far. Driven nicely, going past that fielder at covers, as well as no chance for Ali Abid. 4 runs. He's in a hurry. Score moves quickly to 110.
Easy pickings for Kamran Atta in the slot. Waited for it. He knew where the field was placed, and he's a master of finding those vacant areas and gets a boundary of the first over. 64 of 43 for Kamran Atta.
Not only the domestic cricket, but we have plenty of international cricket also happening here in this region. Back-to-back series here in Sharjah. We have also witnessed the Asia Cup in UAE. Nelson on board. And from tomorrow onwards, all eyes will be on the national team led by Mohammad Wasim. 9 teams will fight against each other, and top 3 will make into the 2026 T20 World Cup. The favourites will be Nepal, Oman and UAE. Flick of the wrist towards the leg side. And for me, the surprise package will be Malaysia and Kuwait, Rizwan. The Kuwait, they are playing as a unit. They have the backing of their head coach Qasim and the captain doing a good job, Aslam, who got picked the recently concluded ILT20 auction. And Malaysia, they'll be riding high on Virendra Singh, the first player to get 3,000 runs playing for an associate nation, followed by Mohammad Wasim, the captain of UAE. All eyes will be on Mohammad Wasim. It's an all-important couple of weeks for all those teams. No chance for the fielder. Slow off the block. Umar Ali Khan went wicketless tonight. 4 runs to end another over of Umar Ali Khan, and the final ball of his spell going for 4 runs toward that leg side. A pure domination by the batters of ECB Blues. 13 gone, 117 for the loss of 1.
So it's going to be the youngster, Jeet Bhatia, coming into the attack. Looks like he'll bowl a bit of leg spin. 25 runs needed. Well, this game is pretty much done and dusted here. Going through the motions are Abu Dhabi. Certainly need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what went wrong. Slashed hard and in the gap. Kamran Atta is doing it in double quick time.
A sublime form. The first ball, not much width offered, but look at the timing. Standing firm in his crease, cutting hard, going past that fielder. Now just 21 needed.
Yeah, this is going to be a thumping and a half delivered to Abu Dhabi by Emirates Blues. Short again, a miscue. He should have sent that into the stands. Maybe slightly tired. He can smile to himself. But that was a very hittable delivery for sure.
Was put down early in his innings. Now punishing the bowler of Abu Dhabi. Another one back off length. A good comeback by the youngster.
Yeah, he's just been a touch short, Jeet Bhatia. Does give it a rip, tall lad. Of course, the dew causing all sorts of problems. Never easy for a wrist spinner, especially when your team is down and out and staring at defeat. Oh, that's much better. Kept a touch low. And Nasir Faraz once again shaping up for that cut shot. It's a very productive shot for him. Just needs to be a touch careful.
Like the way he's releasing the ball and pitching at the right channel. The length has been key for the last couple of deliveries. Oh, he knocked him up. Beaten. Nasir Faraz caught in two minds. What a comeback, sticking to that off stump line, and all of a sudden, a straighter one. Beaten, all ends up Nasir Faraz.
Oh, that was delightfully bowled. It was the one going into the right-hander, just kissing the front pad and crashing into the off stump. So a memorable moment for young Jeet Bhatia. His first D20 wicket. Nasir Faraz comprehensively bowled. 122 for 2. Well, 2 wicket keepers at the crease now for Emirates Blues. Experienced player, veteran Safir Tariq. Quality batter, really strikes the ball clean. Just 20 runs required. But Jeet Bhatia, he can at least go home with a slight smile on his face. That was a fabulous delivery to get a quality player.
Confident piece of bowling by Jeet after going for a boundary. Took the off stump line for the next 3 deliveries, and all of a sudden an incoming delivery. Slow in the air. Tossed up. Brilliant over. But the young Jeet Bhatia comes to an end. 5 runs, a wicket to his name. Going to the last 6, 20 still needed for ECB Blues.
Siam Khan trying to bounce back after a horrible first over. Was spraying the ball all over the park. And leaked 19 runs. Not good at all. Lukman Faisal will clean it up there. So it's been an exciting day of D20 cricket so far. A young Fujairah side creating an upset, knocking over Sharjah. And now Emirates Blues, well, they look like a very strong side on paper and in the field, Mudassir Ali.
Oh, absolutely. A complete performance, team performance by Men in Blue. And credit should be given to the head coaches. Fujairah, they have the services of Mr. Adnan and his subordinate Naveed. And for ECB Blues, they have young Mohammad Nail as their coach, who is doing a wonderful job working with these boys and also gaining a lot of experience for Nail himself. And he has gained that respect from these boys. They listen to young coach, a plan given by the coach, and Kamranatha batting as per the plan given by the coach.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not exactly a youthful side of Emirates Blues. A lot of seasoned champion cricketers who've won many matches over their UAE domestic careers. So to achieve their respect, that just shows what a great job he's doing. And certainly Emirates Blues have put together a very complete performance this evening. Of course, there will be tougher tests down the road. Good delivery, just shaping in. And chance for a run out. Great effort put in by the extra cover fielder. A direct hit from Mayank. And I think Safir Tariq would have been heading back.
He enjoyed that, Mayank. Oh, look at that pickup and good release. Just going past those stump millimeters. A lucky escape for Safir Tariq. But full marks should be given to Mayank Chaudhary. What an effort.
He was not even in the frame. Misjudged. Oh, this is high. And just beyond Ali Abid. Couldn't get there from mid-off. Lucky escape for Kamranatha. He's played a few risky shots, to say the least.
He was exactly where the fielders are stationed. The reason he took his chance against Siam. A clever piece of bowling. Watching the batter dancing down the track, bowling back off length. But lucky escape, rightly said by you.
Yeah, the mid-off was up on that occasion. Oh, slower delivery, completely deceived him. Another tight single, but perhaps the throw to the other end would have worked. So in the end, a mixed bag of an over. Well, it's not the end because it's a no ball. Well, Siam is complaining. Is it for the height? I think that's why he's slightly aggrieved with that decision by the square leg umpire. Nadeem Anjum doesn't usually get it wrong, and I think this is probably right once more.
Trying to bowl. Change of pace delivery. Was there a glove involved? That is the reason he's unhappy by the decision made by the leg umpire. They need to carry on with the game. Ali Abid is furious at Siam. Lots of expectations from this young gun, but not able to deliver tonight.
It has not been his day. Just not gotten it right. Lacking rhythm and consistency. Oh, he's pinged him. That got big on Safir Tariq. And that will certainly ring his bell. And yes, Dr. Kiran, the ECB physio, needs to get out there immediately. It seems to be okay. Perhaps the top edge of the bat. Let's take a look here. That was a nasty delivery. Banged it in. Oh, hit him towards the right ear. That could be very dangerous.
It doesn't matter whether it came off the blade or it came directly, because the serious pace generated by Siam after going for that no ball which was called by the leg umpire. So Dr. Kiran having a close look. It's mandatory to have that concussion test. Questions remains the same, I believe. Coming all the way from Hyderabad for this tournament, Dr. Kiran. So everything is fine. So you can carry on, says Dr. Kiran. So 15 gone, 1-9 for the loss of 2.
So all in order, thankfully. Just 13 runs required. Safir Tariq will be looking to go big. Or not quite. Just nudge it into the gap. Would like to see a lot more of Jeet Bhatia. Perhaps in a day game. Or at least where there is less dew around. What this young leggy can produce.
Conditions are tough, but he's bowling brilliantly. Wherein the other bowlers find it hard to grip the ball, he's bowling with lots of control. As a leggy, it's not easy with the dew factor in. But what a knock. But number 5, captain of ECB Blues, Kamranatha, winning the toss and opting to field first. Getting those runs for his side.
Oh, that was a bit of a drag down, but couldn't latch on. Yeah, we've seen some big innings already in the D20. Sagar Kalyan with a fabulous knock. Now Kamranatha going big. 80s, 70s. That bodes well. Might see some hundreds in the D20. Just going wider on the crease on that occasion. Trying to angle the ball into Kamranatha. Very smartly not flighting the ball to him, because he knows he has the levers to clear the fence. Oh, went for it again. Well bowled once more. So the young leg spinner is holding his own.
Brave enough. Coming into Kamranatha. Slightly quicker delivery this time. Ball just keeping a bit low. Dancing down the track. Not a proper connection. Played down the ground towards cover region. So another tight over from Jeet Bhatia. Comes to an end, 16 gone, 133 for the loss of 2.
So just 9 runs away from victory. Siam Khan steaming in once more. That has been swatted. And swatted for 6 onto the roof. Kamranatha, you are truly amazing.
Oh, slapped. Back of length. What a connection. Brave. Kamranatha getting those runs. Bowlers trying to test him with those bouncers. He replied with those maximums. He's enjoying his outing out there in the middle. Safir Tariq giving him the company. What a knock to remember. The blade of Kamranatha leading ECB Blues.
As an opener, as a captain, setting the tone, and it's always a huge plus to start off a tournament with a big innings. 82 of 56 deliveries, fabulous. Leading the charge and leading his team to an opening night victory. Oh, inside edge, and that will be the game. Misfield at fine leg, and that tells you the story of Abu Dhabi. In the end, they've been thumped by more than 3 overs to spare. And with Emirates Blues having 8 wickets in hand. Clinical and one-sided.
The fielding has been ordinary throughout this game for Abu Dhabi boys. And those are the winning runs from the blade of Kamranatha. Abu Dhabi hurted badly by the former wicketkeeper Kamranatha. The men in blue started this campaign of D20 in style. A thumping victory for ECB, winning this game by 8 wickets in hand, chasing the target of 142. They went past 141 in just 16.2 overs. What a performance, a night to remember for men in blue.
You had to take all 10 wickets of the opposition. And then your openers putting up an excellent partnership. One opener following through, coming in undefeated. They've ticked all the boxes tonight for the side from the capital. A lot of work to do. The batting needs work. The fielding certainly does. And the bowling was ordinary as well. There you can see the standout performer, the skipper himself. 86 not out of just 57 deliveries. Good company given by Ahmed Tariq, Nasir Faraz as well. 18 extras in just 16 overs. Very, very poor from Abu Dhabi, to say the least. Well, in terms of the bowling, it was only Raja Akifullah who was decent. 1 for 26 in his 3. Haider Razak tried his best as well. None for 16 in his 3. And Umair Ali, Siam all took a bit of tap. Jeet Bhatia, the young leggy, was quite impressive in his 2 overs. He did pick up a wicket as well. Well, taking a look at the highlights of this Emirates Blues run chase, it was Ahmed Tariq with the initial aggression. But then, after Kamranatha took a liking to Raja Akifullah, he was absolutely unstoppable, Mudassir Ali.
So that partnership laid the foundation. 87 runs between these two. And this was the stage when Kamranatha went all guns blazing, especially against Siam Khan, who looked very ordinary. So was Akifullah Raja before he got that wicket of Ahmed Tariq. Nasir Faraz joined the captain. They stitched a 35 runs partnership between these two for the second wicket. Umair Ali Khan, very ordinary. Jeet brought into the attack, got the big wicket of Nasir Faraz, beautifully bowled. And after that, it was a one-man show. The runs came from the blade of Kamranatha at will. And the winning runs with those 4 runs and 8 wickets in hand. Victory for ECB Blues. So what a day we have witnessed. It all started with Sharjah versus Fujairah, where Fujairah went on to win against Sharjah. Now ECB Blues getting better of Abu Dhabi. Winning the toss, they asked the opposition, Abu Dhabi, to post a total. They were in a bit of bother, losing 4 quick wickets. But then Mayank Chaudhary and Shihan came to the rescue. Both the batters managing 37 each. Raja Akifullah was promoted up the order, got 21 crucial runs. And they posted 141. Some clinical bowling performance from the likes of Ajay Kumar. 3 wickets to his name. Nabil Aziz gone for plenty of runs, but he got those 3 important wickets in the middle overs. Shahid Bhutta also chipping in with 2 wickets. When the chase started, Blues were always in control thanks to their captain, unbeaten 86 of 57 balls. Ahmed Tariq managing 21, 14 run a ball for Nasir Faraz. The bowlers, they went for plenty of runs. Ahmed, clearly the night belongs to the batters.
Oh, most certainly, Kamranatha and of course Sagar Kalyan dominating for their respective D franchises. So in just a few minutes time we will have the post-match presentation with Rizwanur Rahman. Till then, Stay tuned, we'll be back in a jiffy.
Three.
Of Emirates D20 2025 Winter Edition. Well, we had an interesting contest, match number 2, Abu Dhabi taking on Emirates Blues. Batting first, Abu Dhabi managed to score just 141, and in response, Emirates Blues scored them in 16.3 overs. There were quite a few notable performances, but it was one man who stood out right from ball one, taking the opposition to the cleaners, the skipper of Emirates Blues, Kamran Atta. I would now like to request Mr. GB Alex, our match official, to hand over the Player of the Match award to Kamran Atta. Kamran, can you please come forward for his wonderful batting display? 86 of 57. Outstanding batting performance today. Kamran, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. First game, what a start you've had. टॉस जीता, bowling ली आपने, bowlers ने respond किया, batting में आपने अपनी जिम्मेदारी पूरी की.
सबसे पहले तो मैं अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करूंगा कि एज अ फर्स्ट मैच कैप्टनसी मतलब कि जो प्लान हम लोगों ने किया था अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उस प्लान पे उतरे हैं कि पहले बॉलिंग इसलिए ली थी कि कम से कम टोटल में इनको हम लोग आउट करें और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह फर्स्ट सेशन हमारा अच्छा रहा. तो बाद में बैटिंग सिचुएशन आपको पता है कि मेरा खेल ऐसे ही है, जो बॉल मुझे मिलता है मेरी रेंज में मैं उस पर अपना 100% करता हूँ.
हैदर रज़ाक वाज वेरी इंप्रेसिव इनिशियली, बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहे थे. आपके और अहमद तारिक के बीच में क्या कम्युनिकेशन रही है कि उनको देखेंगे उसके बाद दूसरे बॉलर्स को टारगेट करोगे आप?
बस एक्चुअली वो अहमद आपको पता है कि बहुत अच्छा बैट्समैन है, बट मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज ए कैप्टन थी कि मैं ऊपर से थोड़ा चार्ज कर दूं ताकि नीचे वाले बैट्समैन इजी आराम से खेल सकें.
पिछले टूर्नामेंट्स में हम लोग ने देखा 3 नंबर पे, 4वें नंबर पे, 5वें नंबर पे आप बैटिंग कर रहे हो. ये स्पॉट आप एंजॉय करते हो, ये हम कंटिन्यू करोगे इस टूर्नामेंट में?
जी इंशाल्लाह. देखें, ये तो टीम मैनेजमेंट का काम है, वो जहां मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं तो मेरा काम है परफॉर्म करना. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं टॉप ऑर्डर भी खेल लेता हूँ, मिडिल ऑर्डर भी खेल लेता हूँ. जहाँ पे मुझे मेरी ज़रूरत हो टीम को तो मैं वहाँ पे जाके खेल सकता हूँ.
बॉलिंग एफर्ट के बारे में बताइए. संजय पहल, नबील अजीज़ और अवैस अली शाह, प्लान क्या था आप लोगों को? उनकी काफ़ी अच्छी बैटिंग लाइनअप थी. व्हाट वाज द प्लान?
स्टार्टिंग में हम लोगों ने अटैक किया था, उनके 4-5 बैट्समैन वो मेरे माइंड में थे कि जो गेम चेंजर बैट्समैन है, तो मैंने अपनी स्ट्रेंथ को यूज़ किया। अजय वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बॉलर, संजय पॉल वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बॉलर, और हमारे स्पिनर अवैस शाह, नबील, ऑल माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा हमारा कॉम्बिनेशन है। तो इंशाल्लाह यूं ही खेलते रहें तो इंशाल्लाह अच्छी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस भी होंगी और हम लोग ये D20 जीत सकते हैं।
बहुत बहुत मुबारक and good luck for the tournament.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was the player of the match, Kamran Atta, leading from the front. That's all we have from the post-match presentation. Good night and God bless.